Well, hello there, friends. One of my favorite desserts, key lime pie, the way we make it right here in South Florida. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, we're making it together right now. Okay, friends, you know, I always tell you it's a really easy recipe. Kids could do it. Kids could do this one, okay? It's really, really simple. You're not a baker, don't worry about it. You can still do this. Really, really simple, okay? This is a traditional key lime pie, the way we make it in Fort Lauderdale. Now, really, you're gonna love it. It's a recipe I used to serve in my restaurant years ago. Fabulous. All right, I got cookies. Graham cookies. You can use anything you want. You can use those little Italian cookie. I forgot what you call them. The macaronis. You can use a little macaroni in there. It'll be great. It's got coconuts in it. It'll be fantastic. But since this one don't have any coconuts, I like to add some coconut, shredded coconut. And I like to add the sweetened one for this because I like the extra sugar they got in there, and I like the fact they're a little sticky. It helps a dough becoming a little sticky. Then I got a bunch of nuts in there. Keep your nuts in the freezer. Remember, they stay fresher. Now, really, you don't want any rancid nuts, do you? Not so good. So I got almonds, pecan, macadamia nut almonds. Put whatever nuts you want. The quantity of it, I got about a cup. If I were to measure it exactly, 2-3 ounces of each one of them. This is not rocket science, man. We're not sending a man on the moon. We're just making a little crust. A little salt. Did I forget anything? No, I didn't forget nothing. I got a little butter in there. Now, here's what's going to happen, friends. When you do when you grind your nuts, the oil come out of the nuts. And what happens is it makes the crust stick to each other, to itself. So you don't need a lot of butter. You need a little bit of butter, though, because we want the consistency of wet sand. And if you notice right there, you see it's starting, but it's not enough. We want it to stick to each other a little bit more. So we're going to process a little more of the nuts. And if we don't get sticky, we're going to put butter. No matter what, we're still going to put a little butter, okay? So what do we got here? See, more sticky. Not sticky enough. Okay, we want it to be crummy, though. Crummy. We want it to be good, but crummy. I don't know how you call it. I'm going to put about 2 ounces. Okay, you notice I never usually measure, but this time I'm going to measure, and I'm going to do a couple of pulses. I want to make sure. And what do we got here? You see, it's still not crummy enough. It's not sticky enough. I want it to be more like wet sand, so I'm going to put another 2 ounces of butter. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Maybe not another 2 ounces, maybe another ounce. Let's see. We're going to do it together. I wanted you to see it. You see? Let's see. You see, it could take another ounce. So we're going to put the other ounce of butter. All right? And we're going to pulse it. We're going to put it in and we're going to pulse it. And then I think we're going to have exactly the consistency we want. Now remember, friends, for those of you that want the recipe, if you click, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to put it in a mold now. For those of you that want the recipe, if you go underneath the video, there's a link and say show more. You click on it and it'll have the exact recipe of everything, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take the machine out of here. We're going to take the pie mold. Just a regular pie mold, right? Nothing special. Regular pie mold. And we're going to take our crumbs that are wet. And it might look like a lot to you, but it's not. It's not because we want to make sure we got some nice on the side, okay? So what we do is very simple, friends. Let me make sure the machine is out of the way. So I have room. So what I do, you come back over here. What I do is I make sure before I press anything, I make sure that it's equally divided, and on the side especially, you see? Very important, and you see it's sticky. See, it's sticky to it. See right there? It's wet. It's like wet sand. Oh, it's really simple. I mean, the formula for everything is simple. Anybody can do this, right? If you don't have a food processor, you can pound everything. What my mom used to do is put it in a bag and with a rolling pin, bang everything. So make sure there's not too much in the bottom. I don't want to spend too much time doing this, but it's important that I show you, friends. Okay? And what we do, we push it on the side. We push it on the side. See, like this. We don't want to take our time now. We want to do it nice, okay? Push it on the side like this. And then we take one of those guys right there and we pound it. And we want to be like kind of professional. You see the way I'm doing it? As I'm pounding it, friends, I'm pushing it on top. So I'm creating a beautiful crust, you see? Don't do it too hard. You see what I'm doing right there, friends? All right? So I'm going to continue doing all this. I don't want to make the video longer than it has to be. I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to pound it really good. Then I'm going to pop it in the oven at 325 degrees. And it's going to go in the oven for probably 10, 15 minutes. Let's do 15 minutes, okay? And then I'm going to let it rest so it's not so hot. And then I'm going to make the filling. You'll see, really, really easy to do. So we'll be back when this guy's been in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. And then we let it cool. And then we'll come back and make the stuffing. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, friends, well, it cooked 15 minutes. It's now cold enough, so we can put our inside. Really simple, eh? This is the condensed milk. We use the Goya condensed milk. It's a wonderful product. We love it. And then we got zest of 2 lime. And I got them in there. I did them in advance already. Remember, friends, I know all of my regular girls say, oh, he's going to go again. I got to explain it. We have so many new subscribers. They don't know how to use this thing because they watch all them ding-dongs going this way. And then they go like this, and then they look, and then they look. No, you don't have to look. You just take your lemon or your lime, and you put it right here, and look. This is where you look. See, you don't have to turn nothing. You don't go to the same place twice, because if you go to the same place twice, you're going to get the pit. And then the good part of it is you can avoid the blemish when you have one by doing this, because you know where you're going. The idea is not to go to the white because you get the pit, and you don't want to get that. And now we're using, those are Persian lime. You can find those very easy. Oh, this is key lime, the real key lime, see? And if you can get those, they're great. But those are great too. You know, they're very acid. The whole idea is to be super, super acid, okay? And I got 6 ounces of the acid right there. So we're going to put the eggs in here. We got 6 eggs. All right, 6 ounces of this, 6 eggs. Well, it's an easy recipe to remember. We're going to break the egg, and we're going to mix them. We're going to mix them carefully with the condensed milk. It's 20 ounces of condensed milk. But remember, the recipe down there, right? You know, underneath the video, show more. You click on the link, and they give you the link to the free recipe, okay? So, and then we're going to mix that up. Put a pinch of salt. Remember, you're not going to test the salt, but it balances out. It helps you. It promotes and enhances all the other ingredients. A little bit of vanilla. I like to use Tahitian vanilla. Use whatever you want, but I like to use Tahitian vanilla, okay? And I find it in its, especially when you cook it, it really, really, really stays very, very fragrant. And some of the vanilla, you cook them, you don't even test them anymore after that. Have you ever happened to do? You test it, and then you can't even test it. All right, so now, friends, you watch what's going to happen. Ceviche phenomena, where the eggs are going to start cooking. Right in front of your eyes, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. The eggs are going to start cooking. Right in front of you, friends. The acid is going to cook the egg right now. That's why you want to really mix everything well. You want to be active with this. You don't want to just put the lime juice on it and just leave it there. Otherwise, your custard is not going to be as smooth. You see? It's a little trick. No big deal. Nothing is a big deal, really, right? Mix it up really good. See, you don't add sugar because, trust me, the condensed milk is sweet enough. And we're going to take this. I'm going to make a little mess right there, but it's okay. And I'm going to pour all, Here you go. I'm going to pour all this in here. I'm going to be careful. And you see, if we did it right, it'll be just perfect right there at the top of where the cookie crumbs is. You see, friends? Right? Shake it just like this a little bit. And this guy is going to go in the oven. I'm reducing the temperature of the oven to 300. I already reduced it, right? See, perfectly even right there. Make sure it's nice and even. And this, my friends, is going to go in the oven for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to let it cool at room temperature for 1 hour. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge 2 or 3 hours. It's best, let it cool at least 30 minutes. Then put it in the fridge at least 2 or 3 hours. You can leave it overnight. And then we're going to make it a whipped cream, and we're going to eat it and wait until you test it. It's amazing, all right? So we'll be back when this has had time to cook, cool, and refrigerate it for 2 or 3 hours. Be back when it's finished. Okay, friends, well, it's best if you wait overnight, but 3-4 hours is okay. But minimum 3-4 hours. Don't be anxious now. Try to make it the day before. It's here. Now what we're going to do is going to decorate it with whipped cream. On the lemon meringue pie we're going to make, then we're going to do it with a Italian meringue. But this, whipped cream. So I got whipped cream in here in a pastry bag. I just wanted to make sure before I go on the pie, then it pipes good. There's no air bubble. Otherwise, it's going to, on the pie. So we're just going to go one quick here, one quick here, one across, one across, one across, one in the middle, one in the middle, one in the middle. Pretty simple, eh? You could put in one in the center, but it makes a mess when you cut it. It's not worth it. Then we're going to take the lemon zest, and we're going to take a lime, and we're going to put a little bit of zest of the lime in there to make it look pretty. You see, just a little bit there and there. Try to go even, eh? Yeah, easier said than done. See? Just like this. This guy got more than the other, but it's okay. All right, you got the idea, okay? Take your time. Do it nice. Don't do too much of it. You could also take a zester right there and get some nice zest of lime, you see? And you could put them nice and pretty in there, you see? Just, that'd be kind of nice, right? You could do that, right? You could do that. And you could also take a lime, cut it in half, and carefully put your slices right there in half, see? Now all of a sudden, we got a pie that looks very good. And it was really no big deal to do. You see, friends? Voila. And then to finish the whole thing, to make it even better, we take a little bit of powdered sugar on the pie, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Voila. So now, we're going to cut it, friends. So let me remove all the stuff that is in the way, that doesn't need to be in front. We're going to cut it. So to cut it, friends, what I like to do is I like to get myself a little bowl with warm water, and I get a spatula. Now I got all that stuff in here. I can put it right on there, right? And then we're gonna cut it. So I get a towel so I can clean my knife. Every cut, I clean my knife. Okay, wet and then dry. So it's nice and clean cut, okay? Now the first slices, friends, sometimes comes out beautiful, and sometimes it doesn't come out so good. So don't be discouraged if the first slice doesn't cut too good. So we're going to go right in the middle. Make sure you cut, or you're sure you get the crust all the way up, and all the way right here. Now we're cut already, right? So I go to the water, wet towel, dry towel. Okay, every time, right? So we're going to go right in there. We're going to go in. Make sure you cut all the way there. All the way. Make sure you cut. You got to feel that dough cutting. Put your knife in there. You don't need it no more. Or you can take it away. Put it right there. Let me take this out of the way just in case. I don't want it to be in the front. And now we're going to get the piece out. Like I said, if the crust gets a little messed up a little bit when you take out the first piece, don't get discouraged. The second one is always much, much easier. Beautiful, 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 my friends. Look at this. Look at it. Let me take it out of there. Take out the pie out of there, friends. And let's look at this pie. Look at this. Look at it. Look how beautiful this is, friends. You see? Beautiful crust. Oh, mamma mia, I forgot a fork. I forgot the most important part. Is the fork. Look at that. The crust stays beautiful. It's gorgeous. Now let's test it. I love my job. I mean, think about it. For a living, what do? I eat good stuff. So, let me tell you what's so special about a really great key lime pie. Key lime is super, super acid, right? Condensed milk, super sweet. Those two are creating what we call in French cuisine the perfect gastrique. Perfect balance between sweet and sour. Friends, I hope you enjoy making it. Remember, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and please come back and see another fantastic video. Don't forget to ring that bell also. All right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week with another fantastic recipe.